Hey guys, Jim Kane here. Thanks for tuning in for another video. Today I wanted to talk about finding your personal space. What a personal space is, it's a area that you find out in the woods, and this area is where you build your shelters, practice your skills, and build up your skills, basically get all your dirt time there. So I wanted to talk about how to go about finding a great spot, and I'll take you through the steps that I use. I've had different personal spaces all over different areas, so I just wanted to show you how I find spaces. So online, and I use Google Maps. I go on Google Maps to where I live, and then I can find all the state parks and wildlife areas, and basically any area that's big enough where I'm able to find my little honey hole there. So on Google Maps I have the city of Portland, Maine brought up here on the screen, and most of us, if you're unfortunate, you live near a city or you have to commute to a city. And as you can see with all the green areas, all these green areas are state parks or federal management areas or something like that. So you're going to find, hopefully in your area, you'll have plenty of areas to choose from. So you start looking around, and then you can zoom in and zoom out and check out all the different parks. So once you've selected a good area to check out, you want to go to the park. Say it's a park, a state park. You want to go to the park, and usually at the Welcome Center they'll have maps of the park with all the trails and stuff. And you can also go online and get a proper map with grid lines and contour lines, elevation, water features, and woodland areas for more detail. But you want to first start with the state park here. And once you get the map, you want to look at all the trails. And you want to find an area, a big area, with trails around it, so you can check the middle of that area. And I'll show you on the blackboard what I mean. Alright, so on the blackboard, I picked an area on the map here, this area, and all these black lines are trails. Alright, so this area looks good to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive to the park. I'm going to walk up to this intersection right here. And with my GPS on, I'm going to walk the perimeter trails on my GPS all the way around the area of where I want to go. And then if I have to bushwhack to here, I can. And then walk this trail all the way back to the beginning. Now, on my GPS, on the GPS screen I mean, you'll have this trail that you just walked. Then from there, you can bushwhack using your GPS all the way to the center of this area. And then once you find the center of the area, then you can drop your pack, and then you can start walking around in a spiral to check out the whole area. Check out the resources, the terrain features, and if it provides what you're looking for. Alright, so once you're ready to head out, grab your GPS. This is an old GPS. It's about 15 years old, but it still works fine. I got my maps, I got my camera, and I got my notebook. So let's head out there and check out the area. Okay guys, so according to the GPS here, we're right in the middle of that big area that we wanted to scout out. Now with a survey tape or a bright orange bandana, we can hang it from this tree or a tall branch nearby, and then you want to go out in a spiral direction to scout out what's around the area, and see if there's anything worthwhile, or if you have good resources, this might be the place to set up. This is a nice level area. You got hills around us. You got some privacy here. You got good mix of trees and foliage and ground plants. You got pines, you got oaks, you got hickories. You got another plane coming over. So we'll scout around and see what's in the area. Here's another nice find. We have a low growing beech tree. Now these leaves are great in the winter time because they dry up, they get real nice and dry, and they stay on the tree all winter long. So this is your wintertime tinder. Grab a bunch of these, dry them off. Stuff them in your pocket, not next to your skin, but in a outside pocket, and they'll dry off as you walk around. This is one of your go-to plants, or trees I mean, during the winter time to get tinder. Another great resource. Here we found running water. It's in the middle of winter. It's cold outside. It's about 16 degrees or so, and the water is still flowing. That's a really good find. It means we'll have water all year round. So we'll follow this downstream and see where it goes. Alright, we're at the end of the river here. As you can see, it's wetland. We got cattails, which is one of the big four. That's a big find in our resources. Okay, we're at the water's edge right here. As you know, survival starts at the water's edge, so that's a great place to start learning your skills and developing your knowledge. It's a great place to practice setting up your traps too. Great place. Beautiful day. It's a nice day to be outside. I love exploring new places. So, as you're walking around, scouting out your place, every couple minutes you just want to sit down, not in the snow, but maybe lean up against a tree, and for a good 5 minutes just sit still and listen. Listen to the birds, listen to what's around, and just sit still. You want to relax, especially in the winter. You don't want to sweat, but you want to relax and take in your new environment. A good a good tool is something called wide angle vision, and I'll explain that. To get wide angle vision, what you want to do is you pick a tree and you look forward, alright? You take your arms outstretched, okay? You wiggle your fingertips, looking straight ahead. And then you move your fingertips out until you can barely see your fingertips moving, okay? And that softens your vision. So this is my wide angle vision. And then you do the same thing here, till you can barely see them, okay? Now you stay in wide angle vision. This relaxes your body. In wide angle vision, your eyes will pick up movement, and you will see animal movement, leaf movement, and things of that nature. When you put yourself into wide angle vision, you're relaxing your brain, you're relaxing your body, and you're more attuned to your natural surroundings. It takes your body out of that beta state of mind and into alpha state of mind. It's more relaxed. That's all I got to say about that. So practice that. Every now and then, just relax. Going into wide angle vision. And just take in the environment. When you are more relaxed and your vibration is lower, your activity is lower, you're more cool, calm, collective, the animals around you will sense that, and they will be more relaxed. The more relaxed you are, the more relaxed nature is, and the more animals you will see, the more birds you will see. Try this next time you're in your deer stand. Okay, let's move on. Here's a good find here. Another great resource is birch tree. All this bark that flakes off, this will burn even when wet. So you stuff this in your pocket and you keep on going. Great resource. Alright, let's talk about your personal space. Your personal space is where you go to practice your skills. You go there, you learn, you read something in a book, you see something online on YouTube, and you go there to practice your skills. You go there to get your dirt time, and it's only through dirt time, through that muscle memory and actually physically doing it and making mistakes, learning from your mistakes, that you develop your skill set. And as you develop your skill set, you get more comfortable in the woods, in your environment. A mentor of mine says, a very, very old elder from Maine, he has a saying: survival is just another word for nature illiteracy. And it's very true. Once you develop your skill set and you become more comfortable in your environment, it's not survival anymore. Survival is just a buzzword that the media likes to use because it's dramatic. You really want to be comfortable out in the woods. You want to have fun when you're out here. That's really what it's about. That's why I come out here all the time, because it's relaxing. It reduces stress. I'm outside in the environment. I'm getting fresh air. getting some exercise, trying out different skills and everything. It's fun. It's not supposed to be miserable, because I don't like miserable. And I like to have fun. So that's why we have our personal space, because it's fun and it gets you out of the house. Okay, so here's a pine tree that's a good candidate for fatwood. As you can see, it died on the very top, broken up there, and all the branches are dead. So this is a standing dead pine. So we can cut down this tree and we'll find sapwood or fatwood at the bottom, at the very base. I wanted to take a minute to tell you why I'm wearing this and the reasons behind it. When you go to a new place to check it out, there's going to be other people there, especially in a state park or a game reserve or whatever. There's going to be other people there. And so, unfortunately, you're going to have to dress somewhat camouflage-ish. So I'm wearing an REI Polypro shirt. I got a backpack here. I got brown pants and muck boots just for the snow. I don't look like your typical prepper guy or survival guy or outdoors guy. I look like a nature guy. I'm out here for a walk, enjoying nature. When I'm carrying the camera here on the tripod, I look like a bird watcher. And that's exactly what you want to look like, especially when you're walking in new environments and you don't know what's out there. You don't know the trails. You don't know the human traffic volume that goes through that place. So you kind of want to blend in. Unfortunately, that's the way it has to be. You know, with the media today, they like to sensationalize preppers or survivalists or, you know, outdoor people. And then the public, if they see you with a big knife strapped around your hip, with a big multicam backpack and woodland camouflage and whatnot, they might get scared and they might call the authorities, and that just ruins your whole plans about practicing your outdoor skills. I mean, you and I both know that we're not out here to cause trouble, but you know, a lot of times we like to make campfires, and unfortunately in most places campfires are illegal. So it's not that we want to do illegal stuff, it's just we want to be out alone and doing what we want to do, practicing skills. You know, we're not causing harm or anything like that. We're just learning about nature, really, learning all those skills that we should already know. So that's all I got to say about that, and that's why I'm wearing what I'm wearing. Alright, so we're back from our scout. What we found is we found lots of pines. We found a river with a good water source that leads into wetlands with cattails. We found oaks, maples, hickories. We found sassafras. We found wintergreen. Wintergreen is close to my heart because it's the very first medicinal plant that I ever learned as a kid growing up, and it's available year-round. What else did we found? Sassafras, beech trees, which is good for winter time. So we found lots of resources here. We found what I think is a blueberry patch. We'll see in the summertime if it is or not. So we got lots of resources. We found over there, we found a nice patch of young pines that we can cut down and use those for our shelter building. So this is a good place to start. I'm liking it a lot. So let's take a moment to talk about what you want to bring with you whenever you come out to your personal space. You want your backpack, obviously, but you want a small camera so you can photograph any tracks that you might find. You want a Write in the Rain notebook so you can start making a map of the area, and that'll help develop your mental map of the area. You can mark out where all the resources are. You can mark out any highlights that you might find, like an animal carcass or a blueberry patch or beech trees, and different resources you can mark on your map. For tracks, you want a little ruler so you can place it next to the track and take pictures of it. You want your tree books, your plant books, your medicinal plant books, your edible plant books, all your manuals. You want to carry that with you, so as you're walking around and you see something, you can take out your book and research it and learn more about it. And any other tools, your axes, your knives, all the stuff that you need to practice and get dirt time with. You want to bring those out with you. Alright guys, that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this inspires you to get outside and start developing your skill set and get a lot of dirt time. I enjoyed doing this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. I hope you guys learned a lot. It doesn't take much. Just get out there and start doing it. Alright?
Someone I don't want for, I knock him off his chair, 'cause my long hair just can't cover up my redneck. I wanted